everyone. Today we are going to be talking about what avolition is. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Avolition is something that I have struggled with myself, and I think is actually a common symptom of schizophrenia. Avolition is when an individual has a complete lack of motivation, which makes it hard to get really anything done. It makes it hard to start or finish everyday tasks. Now, it's a fairly normal thing for most people to feel like they're dragging their feet with tasks they don't particularly want to do. But when an individual has avolition, this habit of putting off tasks is on a completely different level. Seemingly simple tasks such as getting out of bed or off the couch to take a shower or wash the dishes, or just going out to get groceries can all feel akin to the daunting feat of climbing Mount Everest. It's important to understand that avolition is not the same thing as laziness or irresponsibility as it is often misunderstood as. People with avolition literally do not have the ability to act. It is almost as if they are paralyzed by apathy. Now, before we get into why avolition occurs and signs and treatments, my name is Lauren and I live with schizoaffective disorder. I make videos about my experience navigating a schizophrenia spectrum illness. And if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notifications. If you would like to help support us in creating this educational content, please consider becoming a supporter through our Patreon page. Once you become a patron, you also gain access to our online peer support community. We offer many types of peer support through this community, including multiple peer support groups every week. If this is of interest to you, or if you'd just like to support the work we are doing, please check out the link to our Patreon page in the description below. So, avolition is often a symptom of schizophrenia, but can also occur in individuals living with other illnesses such as depression and bipolar disorder. In schizophrenia, avolition is considered to be a negative symptom. Some potential signs of avolition include not being able to do things like keeping up with your personal hygiene, not showing up for meetings or events you had planned to go to, not responding to calls, texts, or emails, putting in minimal or no effort at work or school, or just not being able to take care of everyday tasks such as paying bills. An individual experiencing avolition may withdraw from social contact and regular activities. They often experience very little enthusiasm or enjoyment of life. Emotion often becomes dulled and conversations can be disjointed. Avolition is often mistaken for depression. Positive symptoms are easier to identify in an individual with schizophrenia, but the negative symptoms, such as avolition, are often the first to present. I was definitely experiencing avolition for several years before I had my first positive symptoms, and it was mistaken for depression. Perhaps an important differentiation is that a person with avolition is not avoiding activities. They just literally don't have the ability to act. So why does avolition occur? Some factors that are thought to contribute to developing schizophrenia include genetics, brain development, and chemicals in the brain. It's not known specifically why negative symptoms like avolition occur. However, some scientists believe it has to do with a brain chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is involved with your brain's reward system, and one theory is that a drop in your brain's dopamine causes avolition. When you have less dopamine, you consequently have less motivation. Some scientists have also made the connection that people who don't get enough mental stimulation can also experience avolition. Avolition is a symptom of schizophrenia, but it can also be a side effect of some medications. Ironically, some of the antipsychotic medications used to treat schizophrenia can also cause avolition. Now, in order to diagnose avolition, your psychologist or psychiatrist will likely try to determine what potential disorder may be causing it. Also, some potential problems to be aware of that may present as avolition include alogia, which is when the individual has troubles with speaking or carrying out a conversation. Asociality, which is basically when the individual is not motivated to be social. Anhedonia, which is the inability to experience pleasure, which can lead to a lack of motivation. We actually did a whole video on anhedonia, which you can check out here. Affect blunting or flattening, which is when an individual is unable to show or express emotions. Attention impairment, which refers to how many people with schizophrenia often have trouble with concentration and focus, or memory as well. Now, in terms of treatment for avolition, the main treatment is to treat the underlying schizophrenia, usually using antipsychotic medications. Now, this of course poses a problem as, like I said earlier, some antipsychotics can actually cause avolition as a side effect as well. Newer second-generation antipsychotics may work better for symptoms like avolition than older drugs. Antidepressant medications have been found to help some people in managing their avolition. Sometimes medications to treat memory or thinking can help as well. Alternatives to medications include trying therapies such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, art therapy, or social skills training. If you are struggling with avolition, make sure to speak with your doctor about it. There are medications and interventions that you can try to hopefully help alleviate some of the difficulties posed by this symptom. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Also, just a quick reminder that if you would like to support us in creating this content, to please check out the link to our Patreon page in the description below. We want to say a huge thank you as well to all of our past and present patrons. We couldn't be doing this without you. So thanks so much again, and as always, wishing you and your loved ones good health. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.